control your mind or it will control you. Do you think it is normal, that voice inside of your head? That voice that no one hears but you, that keeps talking to you all day, that gets louder when abnormal things happen. I might be the only one who ever told you that it is not normal. And I might be the only one who will ever tell you. Not because I'm special, but because everyone is mentally ill. And if you believe that the well-known people, Elon Musk, Cristiano Ronaldo, don't suffer from this, you're mistaken. If you think they are masters of their own mind, you're wrong. And don't believe me, just look around you. Everyone reacts to these events, circumstances happening in their life emotionally because they lack control over their own mind. And everyone, except for maybe a few individuals, dies without ever realizing the end game, the end boss in life, let alone trying to destroy it. As long as you believe that other people and circumstances are the source of your pain and happiness, you will waste your life trying to control the external, which will always be uncontrollable. Let me tell you a quick story. By the way, I'm Jordan, did over $4 million in revenue, hired over 45 people. I started making videos in 2012, and I'm sharing how I grow my personal brand, achieve financial freedom, and find peace in my life. I'm only sharing this because people seem to care about numbers, but it is effectiveness over appearance that matters. And last week, my cousin asked me out for dinner. I told him I didn't want to go out for dinner with him, that it is not personal, and that I would have said the same to 99% of people. He reacted emotionally. This is not bad, but it just shows a lack of understanding over his own mind. And I can't look into his mind, so I'm making assumptions here. But there might be this need within him to socialize with people he likes, with me, every once in a while. And hearing no is an abnormal answer, because everyone cares too much about the opinion of others. Nobody says no. Very few can say no. And also, this is not good. Anyways, I said no, and this is not normal to the mind. So now the mind goes on rampage mode and make things personal. It starts to speak to him as if it is his own voice. It might say things like, he doesn't like you because of X. Just like a jaguar, your mind runs free without your permission. And in this case, the realization that he is dependent to fulfill his need to socialize and feel good. That realization might show him a way out of this pain that he might felt when this need is not met. Realizations are always at the source for change. This brings me to the two things that are constantly going on in our minds. Both the search for pleasure and the escape from pain. And any attempt to do something to stop these activities of the mind is an activity of itself, and exactly the same, either a search for pleasure or an escape from pain. So now you may be asking, how can I stop this? What can I do? But the answer doesn't lie in a to-do. Even ignoring the mind and that inner voice is an activity of the mind to escape from misery and search for peace. Looking for a solution shows a lack of understanding. So by this point, you may get frustrated because you started to see that there isn't something to do. So then, how do you control your mind? The desire to control it. That is what matters. Where there is no desire, there is no way. And the greatest need always succeeds. So now maybe you say, I have the desire. Why am I not in control yet? Or what's next? Well, the truth is that I can't know what's in your heart. I can't see your genuine desire. It's only you who knows. But 99% of people who are watching this weren't even aware 5 minutes ago that this voice inside their head that has controlled their whole life isn't even normal. So if you belong to that group, how can you even have a desire so quickly to get control over it? You see, there's a lot of truth in Maslow's pyramid. You cannot fake your way into tricking your mind to desire to have no mind. If your actual desire is to survive and solve your need for money first, or whatever it may be, don't fake it until you make it. Make it so you don't have to fake it. So don't desire to control your mind because you think it is good for you. Instead, look inside of you what you really desire, not what it is that others said or made you believe you should desire, or even more subtle, the things that others implied are good to desire and that now have become deep societal beliefs rooted within you and you're not even aware of it. For instance, watching Alex Hormozi and thinking it is good for you to become a billionaire, or listening to Elon Musk and thinking it is good to have a vision to save the planet. So this leads me to a question which could be the start of your journey. What do you desire if you are the only human on Earth? It's impossible to find a true answer right away. Anything that comes up right away is just an answer of the mind. This is why it could take 6, 12 months to find it out. And not because it should. By all means, strive for effectiveness and ignore the belief that you need to be patient. But you have been conditioned so deeply to focus on external things for all of your life that you have to dig so deep, remove so many layers to find the true root of what it is that you want. For some, this might take months. For some, this might take years. And to most, this never happens. And most never get there because they don't want to, and that is fine. So my question to you, what do you want? And only the serious person may check the show notes. Talk soon.